Last week, the Detroit Lake School District held its first and what will be a series of 3 informational meetings on their building bond proposal. Of course, this is the $59 million building bond project that District 22, the Detroit Lake School District, is having residents vote on November 5th. It includes a 1,000-seat K-3 elementary school, which would be built on the northwest corner of the intersection of Tower Road and Richwood Road, about 1.5 miles north of town. Also, it would include renovations to the middle school, renovations to Roosevelt Elementary to accommodate 4th and 5th grade students. They would all go to that school, as well as involve some changing into how Rossman Elementary would be used and the closing down of the Lincoln Education Center, as well as the district administration office and some other renovations to Detroit Lakes High School. Very large, very all-encompassing proposal. There are 2 more opportunities to attend one of these public meetings. One of them will be October 7th. The other one will be October 28th. And stay tuned to your local radio stations to find out exactly what time that's going to be and what location that meeting will in fact take place at. But I encourage everybody to attend one. Only about 50 people attended the first one, and we've got thousands of voters here in the Detroit Lakes District. Now, I've gone through the proposals, at least the information from the website. Haven't yet had a chance to attend one of the meetings, didn't have a chance to attend the very first one. But looking at it, I have a lot of questions. $37 million of the project alone is for the elementary school, which I understood. Another approximately $4 million of this project would go to renovate Roosevelt Elementary in order to accommodate the 4th and 5th graders, which would now attend class there. Around $14 million of the project would go towards some different renovations and so forth to the middle school, and the rest of the money, which again is around $4 million, will go to the high school for its renovations. But I question some of the things that are going to be spent, or that you would have spend money on in this bonding project. One that stuck out to me was recess equipment for the middle school. Now, I'm not quite that old. I was just in middle school, well, within the last 2 decades, let's just put it that way. And we didn't have any recess in middle school. So unless that's some new piece of curriculum or something that maybe the Detroit Lakes District has always offered, I really question spending on something like that. Also, they talked about skylighting. It was in the original design for the Roosevelt building, but wasn't put in. Now they'd like to put it in. Well, if it was in the original design, what was the reason for not putting it in the first place? Also, there's been some renovations already done to the Roosevelt building the last couple years. Now, if I remember correctly, a lot of it had to do with creating more special education space, which is far different than classroom space. I understand that. But we just spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on that. And a lot of these projects that are in the bonding bill, I question whether or not they can be dealt with in the capital improvements projects funding portion for the district over the course of the next few years. I doubt there's enough money in there to deal with any for a bunch of these projects all at once. Now, the breakdown per resident right now, according to the data from the school district, is $11 a month for those property owners of a $100,000 residential home. So about $122 a year. The problem is why that $122 a year doesn't seem like a lot. I know area residents are going to be facing more taxes than just district ones. They're going to have an increase from the county, probably 1.67%, give or take a little, maybe a little bit less. I believe that's actually their max is 1.67, maybe even more actually, up to 2.8 something I think they can go up to. Also, the city of Detroit Lakes is actually looking at probably another 4% increase. Altogether, with those increases as well as the school, you're talking a few $100s a year. And this is going to be the tax people can control. That's going to be tough, I think, for the district to overcome, especially when, the way I look at it, and I think others are too, there might be a lot more wants in here than needs. But we've got 2 more public meetings that it's important to attend those to get more information, and we've still got a lot of time between now and November 5th to make our final decisions. But the important thing is to ask questions, be informed, and make the best decision you think we should make based on what our community needs.